Here are 3 easy steps to speed up your Wi-Fi connection. Let's get into it. First step to speeding up your Wi-Fi connection. Ensure that you leave your Wi-Fi router in a central location throughout your house. This is because when you put a Wi-Fi router in the back of your house or somewhere where there's a lot of walls around it in front of your Wi-Fi router, it has to travel through those brick walls or those drywall, which means it's going to lose some connection due to absorption. And this absorption causes the signal strength to reduce slightly because it has to transfer through these walls. Now, the way to avoid this is to either put up some access points throughout your house and configure those, or you can put the router in a more central location. That way it spreads more evenly throughout the house, or failing that, if you have a room dedicated as an office, you can easily just leave your Wi-Fi router in there. That way you get an optimized connection. Second step to ensuring that you have the fastest connection possible is to check what signal frequency your Wi-Fi router is at. So this could be a 2.4 GHz or 5 GHz signal. Now, what are these signals, you might ask? The 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz signals mean very different things, specifically and more noticeably with Wi-Fi 6 and Wi-Fi 6E. This is where the 2.4 GHz signal is a more broad signal, however, it's a weaker signal. So if you're the kind of person who has a Wi-Fi router in your house and you're broadcasting to the entire house, most likely you're going to be broadcasting off a 2.4 GHz signal. However, if your Wi-Fi router is within closer range to the device, you're going to be broadcasting a 5 GHz network. This is because it's a closer proximity signal with a higher signal strength. That is why there's a difference between them. And most routers nowadays, when you get them, they will have a setting pre-configured where it'll bounce between the best possible signals as they come, which is why I think it's a pretty cool feature to have. And finally, check how many devices you have on your network. If you have a lot of devices on your network, say your smart speaker or your smartphone, your computer, your iPad, your watch, even things down to your smart fridge, your smart television. The more devices you put on a network, the more congested it's going to be. The more devices that have to fit into that 2.4 and 5 GHz band frequency. And eventually, you're just going to have the network too congested because there's too many people on the network. And that is why you just need to, keep the minimal devices on the network. If you don't need a device on the network, disconnect it, that kind of thing. And that is a big thing. Make sure you don't have downloads going in the background, and more or less things like that is what's going to cause your network to slow down. And that is how you can speed up your network with 3 easy steps. My name is Connor. I'll catch you next one. Goodbye.